Can you please help me welcome Mixo, who will be sharing his perspective on this? The first thing that I need is the pronunciation of the company.
It's Mixo. Yeah, so Mixo is the name. The name is not Kulucha.
Okay.
It's geek culture.
Wow. Wow. Can we give him a round of applause for that? That is creativity right there. Geek culture.
Geek culture.
Fantastic.
So I'll explain it to everybody how it comes about.
Fantastic.
Sorry about that.
Go over, do the presentation,
Alright,
come and ask
so
questions.
the first
Thank you.
thing on my syllabus. Check off my head.
Can we give him another round of applause? Just for the
Alright, so how's everybody doing? Let's just start with the first problem, pronouncing the name. It's geek culture. So, do you guys remember blockchain culture? Yes. Right, so we didn't copy, we just, improvised. Basically, geek culture is a platform we use for connecting ICT students, right? If you see the name, it's geek. So, I'm coming in front here as a geek. And we're trying to create a culture, so a community of geeks doing really cool stuff across the country. So hence the name geek culture. So there's Google, which means nothing. There's Facebook, really doesn't mean anything. There's Instagram. Do you guys know what Instagram means? Not what it does, what it means. Nothing. So that's how we came up with the name, just a name that we can identify with, but a name, as the previous guy said, a name that we can then push out as our brand. Right, so now I'll just quickly give you a brief of what it does. Let me just quickly type myself. Right, so what we do is we connect ICT students to the world of tech. We go to different universities, and we realize a lot of university students don't have exposure to what's happening in the industry. Right, so they're stuck in university and that's all they know. So what we do is we network with a whole bunch of IT companies. So if you're in an IT company, and let's talk after this, it's marketing. So when we network with different IT companies with the aim of showcasing the students what the real IT world is doing. So exposure outside the world. So that's basically what we do with Geek Culture. We have a lot of different initiatives. We've got one that focuses on females called Raketeta. We want to empower young women in the ICT space. There's one called Future Geeksters. We have a vocational program within Future Geeksters. So when the schools close, we take in high school kids and we show them the world of technology. They learn how to build apps, websites, and design, and a whole bunch of stuff in the business space. We've got a maker space. There's Tiani at the back. I don't know if he put up his hand. He's leading the maker space within Geek Culture. That is where we do a lot of DIY stuff. Basically, we do electronic stuff and we just push it out there. So that's what more or less what Geek Culture does. But what I'm here to tell you guys about is not necessarily Geek Culture, but the story of Geek Culture. Composing everything and how we utilized IT, what we're good at, to create a brand and to create a company that has grown. Now it's got 9,000 ICT students across the country. We've got a couple of them outside the country, some in Mozambique. So you can just imagine the capacity that we have in terms of what we can do. In terms of if you want a website, we can literally take you guys all here as clients because we've got multiple people, multiple skilled people within the community. So that's what we do. We don't necessarily develop apps in those. We do a bit of those, but we do websites, we do apps, we do a bit of social media, we do trainings for the young people, introducing them to the world of IT. So that's Geek Culture. Enough about that. The story behind Geek Culture started with on Facebook. So the guys before here came and talked about Facebook. Who's on Facebook? Alright, so I always have to ask because it's quite surprising how many people are not on Facebook. Who's on Instagram? Nice. Who's on Twitter? Are you guys tweeting? Yes. Alright, that's awesome. That's basically how you go about using a brand, creating a brand. That's how we started it. We use social media, zero marketing budget, zero resources, just a computer, internet, that's it. We love spaces like this for two important reasons. There's free food. The other one, there's Wi-Fi. So we cater for food so we can think properly. And then there's Wi-Fi, we can actually connect. There's a lot of initiatives pushing Wi-Fi and internet connectivity. It's not just about, yes, as the lady said, yes, I'm at a particular event and you've got your beer and everything, whatnot. It's about when we're here, you are treating yourself as a brand. So you're associating yourself with who's doing what. So what we do a lot is we associate ourselves with IT companies. So whenever we go to their buildings for a meeting, a simple thing, we take a picture of the logo of the company or the building, and we say, having a meeting at Microsoft. This is a simple thing. What does Microsoft do? Microsoft goes on social media and retweet that. Now everybody who's putting Microsoft is wondering, so who is this thing that Microsoft is having a meeting with? Or who are these people that Microsoft is having a meeting with? We didn't do anything, right? It cost us probably 0.1 cents or something like that. It's free Wi-Fi or Microsoft Wi-Fi, we sorted. That's all it cost us, free advertising, right? That's how we build our brand, right? We take a lot of pictures, which I'm going to do. Now people are going to be curious on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. What's going on here? I'm going to put the hashtag, right? And people are going to start following this event and checking what's really going on within this event. Why am I at this event? That's another way of promoting this event. So most of you have probably come here and I saw some of you taking pictures of the food, taking pictures of yourself, partying and all that, which is pretty awesome. But have you neglected your brand? What are you saying about your brand out there? Right? Have you promoted your brand? Or are you promoting your new outfits and the food that you're having? You understand? That's how we build a platform, right? It was on Facebook, simple thing called Facebook group, right? And we started with TUT, so just TUT students jumped in IT, right? They jumped. There's 6,000 of them on that particular group, right? They just jumped in, and it was meant for TUT students. The word spread, right? We didn't put in posters outside. We didn't go to universities. We were literally just, going to class. Oh yeah, there's a particular event happening, and then people jumped onto it, right? That's how we promoted and created our brand. And the most important thing is, you're not just putting out, we're doing it. It's about pushing the right content, right? We understand our audience. We understand our audience are geeks. No offense, we understand our audience don't like sweets, right? They are dressed like me, with their hats, of course, and a cap. They've got a backpack. That's our audience. We understand. So the other thing is also understand your audience. Also understand where your audience are, right? A lot of our young audience are not on LinkedIn, right? They're trying to move into LinkedIn when they started finding jobs. So if you are trying to push, I don't know, maybe a manufacturing business, and that's just a horrible example, but you need to understand your platform. Right, so there's social media. Don't just go jumping and say, yeah, social media. Figure out where your audience are. Right, where are most of your people? That's why I had to ask who's on where, who's on where, who's where. Right, the other thing that we use is the little resources that we have. That's what we have, right? We use that. Phone in the pockets, a lot of students have that. A lot of us, probably all of us, may have a phone. Right, you need to continuously push your brand online. So pushing your brand online does not necessarily mean hire someone to go and say good things about your brand. Capitalize on the places you go, the events that you go. Always be ready to interact with people, right? We don't carry business cards. By pushing the brand there, right, we're making sure that you guys remember this name. She spoke of Coca-Cola, right? You don't even question anything about Coca-Cola. Come a day, you'll see this name somewhere, and you remember that I saw this name somewhere, because it sticks, right? So that's what you need to do with your brand. Be the one who consumes your brand first, right? Wherever you go, consume it. I mean, wherever we go, in our office, we make people think we've got a very huge office space, right? We don't really have, it's just a few desks here and there, but we check in and say we are at Geek Culture PTY type of thing, right? And people, or Geek Culture headquarters, right? People think, oh, this is a big thing. It's just a little corner somewhere, and we're doing our work, right? We take buildings, we understand what's going on, we take it at a different angle. That way you get to see the cool stuff, the nice stuff. This is just to create fake it till you make it type of thing, but it's also to create a brand, to just let people know what's going on, right? That's one of the things that we do with Geek Culture. We also take care of our audience, right? I know I'm talking a lot about this is what we do from an IT point of view. We take care of our audience. So we treat our audience in the IT space as part of our promoters, right? So there's a lot of young people out there who are starting to enjoy being part of Geek Culture. They come to our events. We don't necessarily have banners and all those branding, right? It's the message that we're pushing, the content that we're pushing. Young people are starting to embrace Geek Culture. Now, I'll just give you a quick few apps or platforms that you guys need to check out, which I think can help you push your companies. I will do this very quickly. So storage is one of, who knows what Google Drive is? All right, please take notes of it, Google Drive. So if you have a phone, which is a Samsung HTC, which is using Android, you have Google Drive on it. The beauty of Google Drive is, someone mentioned it here, is you can be able to work and collaborate in a project. So imagine you're here, one of your partners is somewhere in another country or whatnot, right? Instead of them having to type a document, then send it to you, you review it, and then you comment on the document, then you send it. You guys work on the same document from wherever you are. Right, so we look at Google Drive, there's a section there that says Google Docs. So it allows you to collaborate on a project simultaneously at the same time. So if I have a spelling mistake that I've made, someone on the other side can actually correct me and change it for me. Right, that's basically how it is. So you can even give each other sections, and instead of saying, okay, when you're done with your document, send me your part. You can actually collaborate. It's okay, you do section this, and I'll do section this, and we ask someone else, it's okay, you review everything and just check if everything is nicely aligned. That's what you need to look into from Google Docs point of view. Communication. Who uses Skype? Okay, I don't know if you guys will put your hand up for this. Who has a phone contract? Okay, I guess no one wants to expose that. So basically, you can use Skype. Very easy, cost effective. You arrange a meeting with someone, and they say, this is just Skype, right? It's like those who are using WhatsApp call. It works on the same concept. Its quality is good, so if you guys want to see your faces, maybe you're doing a first meeting introduction, you don't have to move from Limpopo to Durban to meet the person face to face. You just go on Skype and arrange a video conference, and you guys get to see each other. And we already carry the devices with us. Guys, we need to utilize these things more than just chatting, right? And taking pictures of food and all that stuff. There's more that you can do with these things, right? So you take Skype, you just have a conference call with someone. If the connection is not good, you just use voice. So you quick introduction, get to know each other a little bit, and then next time you can set up a meeting. Hopefully it's a very positive meeting. So you take use of Skype. Websites, okay, this is very critical. Who in here is running a business? All right, who doesn't have a website? All right, potential clients. All right, cool. So a website is quite critical, right? You need to have the right information. It doesn't have to have too many things, right? I have websites, remember, I need to quickly check on my phone or wherever I am, quickly get the information that I want. That's another critical thing. You need to push the right information out so people can easily find it. So the basic information, what is your company about? Quick disclosure what your company is about. The services that you offer. Right? I shouldn't have to go right at the end until I feel, oh, this is what you guys do. Right from the start, I should have to know what services are you providing. That way, I know is it good for me or not. Maybe I need to move to the next one. The next one is contact. So it's very important. I get frustrated when I go to a person's website and I'm not able to contact them. Sometimes I don't want to send you an email because I know you've got 100 other emails. I just want to pick up my phone and call you. Right? That's what you need to do. Put your contacts on the website. Social media, the guys spoke about social media, so I won't go too much into that. But it's important to plug in your social medias on your website. One trick that we use with Geek Culture is, because we understand we have a very small budget, we don't marketing budget, we don't really market things that much with money, we use social media. We take all these social media platforms and plug them into one place. So if you go on Twitter, you are able to go directly back to our website. On Instagram, we are able to go back to our website. We always direct things back to one place. That's what you need to do. So for all of some of us who constantly on the road, there's something called a Tiny Scanner. It's an application called Tiny Scanner. So instead of having to rush and find a place to scan a document, some of the phones nowadays have the scanners. You can literally just scan a document and send it to your friend. Basically, the technology is here. This is the new office that we carry wherever we go. And basically, I'm done with our session. Don't know if there's any questions.
Can we give him a round of applause? Geek culture, we got it right, yeah? Geek culture, not gagalucha. Fantastic. Please wait a bit, we are going to take at least 3 questions. 2 questions just before our following speaker. Are there any questions for this young and empowering gentleman? Okay, 1, I'm going to you. Anybody else? Some of you don't even have the tiny scanners on your phones. Why don't you ask how you download it? Oh, it's a free app. Is that like a duh moment? Oh, you use it?
You use it, awesome. That's great.
Who else in the room uses it? Only 2 of you. Okay. 3. Okay, but still. All right. So we've got question 1. All right, let's take you.
Steven again. My man, I like your work. I've been looking at it, researching, and it's cool. So tell me, what initiatives do you have regarding teaching ICT in schools?
Alright, so once again I'll point out to Diani, he's sitting. So Diani is a co-founder in Geek Culture, right? So they've created an initiative called Future Geek Stars. What it does is now during holidays we take in high school kids and we introduce them to the world of technology. We just recently had one. We had 69 kids coming from Pretoria who come to the Innovation Hub in Pretoria for a full holiday. So while the rest are watching, I don't know what they watch nowadays, we used to watch Power Rangers on TV. While they're watching those things, the rest of the kids are in our program learning how to build things, how to build websites, how to build apps. So that's one way that we go about empowering them. And they learn how to use technology. We've got a female initiative, I mentioned earlier on called Rackets. That one is focused on females because there's a lot of cutting out women in the IT space. So we created that, and it's actually run by the females. For those who don't know, doing it ourselves. So even if they have to pick up tables and they ask us to come pick up tables, we say that's what you guys want to call it, doing it for yourself. So go ahead and pick up the tables. Yes, sir.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, second question here. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Okay, you're the third. I've noticed you, sir. So the last 2 right here in the front, you'll screen back and then you're closing the session.
Hi, I'm Godfrey from Applewin Technologies. My question is very simple. Do you guys develop educational apps for Windows or for Android?
So the team that builds do the apps, they do them for the Android platform. So I can't mention all of them, but there's one in particular that they're currently working with in the South African National Space Agency. So done on an Android platform. The nice thing about it is we run things called hackathons. So this is where over a period, a weekend, you guys can pitch your ideas to us. We bring in our geeks, 100, 200 of them into one room over a weekend, and they solve different challenges using technology. Obviously, there's a cost involved in it, and for us to organize that, but that's another way that we push a lot of projects, because we don't just do it ourselves, we try to bring in our community, so that they can also be empowered.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for this. The last question at the back.
Hi guys, I just want to answer the person who asked what type of schools programs. So quickly, with the Northern Cape provincial government, we established an initiative called Skate Hacks. So we go around skate parks in the Northern Cape, plug in technology into that. So the program basically puts skateboards onto technology, and then you're able to visualize the data from the skateboard, like how high did the skater jump and so forth. So that's one of the schools programs in the Northern Cape to empower science and technology onto young people.
So you're answering a question that was asked?
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. You're not asking the question. Okay, right. Thank you so much. Can we give him a round of applause? Oh, okay, so, yeah. Situation.